Hi, how are you? As you can see by the title, I'm here to talk to you about some of the popular books that I have not read yet. This does not mean that I don't want to read these books. I will read them, I will get to them eventually. The first one I'm going to talk about, I'm going to kick this off with the most popular and the most beloved book ever. I think I mentioned it before on my channel. If you watched my previous video, then you know I am currently in the middle of this series. I just haven't finished it yet, and that is Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. This might be the only one I actually got an excuse to not have read it yet. I didn't grow up with it, and then at one point I felt it was too late for me to read them. Like, there was no point for me to read them. I thought, you know, it was a middle grade, but then people reread these series all the time and they talk about it all the time. I've heard some people that have just read it recently as well, or when they were older, and it did not affect how they liked the series at all, which is definitely happening for me. I finished Prisoner of Azkaban, which is the third book, last month, and I'm really enjoying this series. Absolutely love it. I wish I'd read it sooner. I don't know why I didn't. I was so silly to think that I wouldn't enjoy these books just because I should have read them years ago. The next one I have to talk about is an author. She's very popular, everyone loves her, everyone loves her books, and that is V.E. Schwab. I have a few of her books. I really want to get to them. I keep hearing people talking about her and how great they are, and I keep buying these books and telling myself I'm going to read them, and then I just never get to them, and that needs to end. I need to read these books, and I will read these books very soon. The next one I'm going to be talking about is also a middle grade series that is very popular, very beloved here on BookTube. There's movies out already and everything, and that is the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. Again, I didn't grow up with this, and then I thought it was too late, and then it was years later and I didn't read them, but I really do want to get to them. I see people reading them when they're older and they really enjoy them anyway, even though it is a middle grade. And I see so many people talking about it, and same thing with Harry Potter, you know, all the references, all the memes, the fandoms, everyone talks about them, and then I'm there like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, please, can you like explain to me like what you're talking about? I want to get in these like fandoms, and I want to be able to understand all the references that are made. So yeah, Percy Jackson. I will read it, I promise. The next one I have is a book that just came out this year, I believe. It came out really recently, and it just exploded. But when I say exploded, I mean exploded. And you'll probably know what book this is already. Everyone's talking about this book. Everyone adores this book. And that is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This is another one that I really want to get to. I'm so excited to read this. I know I will love it. I just haven't got around to it yet. But I will get to it. It's high fantasy, magic, everything right up my alley. It's everything I could ask for in a book. So I will read this. I'm so excited. Cannot wait. The next one is a series, and I actually first heard about it on Witty Novels channel. She's absolutely obsessed with this series. It's her favourite of all time. It's all she talks about. She always raves about it. And that is the Cheramie series by Tahara Mafi. These covers are absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to dive into these books. If you don't know what this is about, it's about this girl that has a gift, or in a way like it's a curse, but basically everyone that she touches dies or can die. I don't know a lot about it. I just know that people that she touches can die. It sounds really intriguing to me. I mean, I want to read about that. I know there's also a love triangle in this, which I don't hate them, but I don't love them unless they're done well. I really want to get around to these series. I know I'll probably love it, so yeah, need to read it. The next one I'm going to mention is another one that I've seen everywhere. Everyone talks about this book, everyone raves about how amazing it is, and everyone talks about the different format and how it's so different from everything else that they've read, and that is Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. So this book is a sci-fi, and it's told in like files and just like entries and stuff like that. It sounds really cool. It sounds amazing. I was a bit intimidated because I didn't know if I was gonna like the style of it, if I was gonna be okay with the format and everything, and then I've just been putting it off and reading other things first, but I really need to get to this, and I will very soon. And the last one I'm gonna mention is one that is also everywhere. Everyone knows what this series is. Everyone absolutely loves this series. It is now a TV show as well. It's got multiple seasons. Everybody loves it. It's great. And that is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. This is another one that I feel like I could possibly love or I could hate it. It's either going to be one of the two. I haven't watched the TV show. I think I watched like one episode, but then I just never continued on. It was, I don't know, I just thought it was a bit weird at the time and I didn't really want to continue. But the more people talk about it, the more I want to read them and the more I want to watch the TV show, because I know it's got dragons and all like this magic and so many characters and everything. I just don't know if I'll be able to deal with all the deaths because I know like everyone's always dying all the time and it's just a mess. So I don't know if I'll be okay with that, or I don't know if it'll be too much. But I do want to read them. It's just they are freaking huge. So that is also very intimidating. But I do really want to get to these series at some point in my life. I feel like I do need to at least give it a shot. So yeah, I will get to this eventually in the future, maybe a few years from now, I don't know. So yeah, that's some of the very popular books that I haven't read, or that I'm in the middle of but haven't finished. Let me know which ones you haven't read or you haven't finished, and if you've read any of these books and you think I should get to them like now, or if you really want me to read a certain one first, or I shouldn't read the certain one, just let me know if I should or shouldn't. Like I said, I feel like all these books are loved by everyone, so yeah, I'm really excited to get to them at some point. We will see how that goes. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see me again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!